I'm going to talk very briefly about my childhood, which involves leg braces, a manual wheelchair, and a motorized wheelchair. And I'm also going to talk about tattoos. Well, hello, how are you today? I decided to start a series of video which are going to be hopefully inspirational. Why, you ask? Well, that's a very good question. You see, I was born with a muscular atrophy, spinal muscular dystrophy, to be exact. And even though I've always needed a motorized wheelchair for most of my life, since I was about 10, 11 years old. It has never stopped me from pursuing my dreams. Now, did I reach them? That's another thing, but I've always pursued them. And I'm hoping that simply by telling you my life story, sharing it with you, that it just might give you that little push, that little spark for you to go forward, go towards your dreams. So, like I said, I was born with a muscular atrophy. I walked very early. That's the ironic part. I was about 8 months old, okay? But I would walk and fall and walk and fall. And when I was around 2 years old, my parents were thinking, well, she shouldn't be falling all the time like that. So that's when I went to a special hospital and they determined that I had what I have. Except that in those times, a long, long time ago, they actually told my parents, well, my mother, that she should put me away because I wasn't going to live, more than 7 or 8 years old anyway. Yeah, can you imagine that? It's the doctors saying to the mother, put your child away. I mean, how retarded is that? Because especially muscular atrophy, spinal muscular atrophy, you're not affected. The brain is not affected. It is like anybody else. I mean, there are some people that are more intelligent than others, but that's like the human race. So, by the way, I'm sorry about that, the crookedness of the camera, but it is kind of fun, don't you find? And anyways, I'm gonna get to show you something special soon. And okay, so they ended up keeping me, and so I went to a specialized school because in that time, again, what time is that? Oh, that's in the 70s, okay? They would put us all in one school, one place, and we were all mixed up. I mean, physically handicapped with mentally handicapped and everything. I seriously hated it. Hated it. I felt like I didn't belong there. I didn't feel like I was handicapped. I didn't feel like I was all like the other ones. I just wanted to get out of there and be with all normal two-legged normal kids. So in 5th grade, sorry, I sort of have my sinuses that are really blocked. In 5th fifth grade, that was my last year in that special school. And in sixth grade, that's when I wasn't integrated into a normal school, which was really wow, which was cool. You know, I'm like woohoo, because in my special ed school I was like a little bit of a rebel. I was putting myself like black lipstick on, and I was about maybe 9 years old, and I'm like, oh, later on I'm going to be putting that, and I'm going to wear black lipstick in public, and so anyway, so I was saying that I couldn't really walk, you know. But I used to wear braces, you know, like in the movie Forrest Gump. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a very good movie. It's good. It's kind of a long movie, but it's very good. And in that movie, Forrest, he walks with braces on his legs, and then he starts running and loses his braces. You know, that's kind of weird there, but that never happened to me. So I used to wear those braces on my legs and walk with, well, braces, you know, like not canes, but whatever, those things that you put in your hands there to hold yourself. And so I walked around with that till I was about 8 or 9. But, you know, I was walking sort of like this, and I looked like RoboCop, and just a little bit, if the wind was too hard, I would fall flat on my face, and I really didn't like it, you know. I preferred being in a wheelchair. But then, even in a wheelchair, I couldn't go far because I didn't have the strength to move the wheels much. So I was very, you know, I was always with someone. I was always with my parents, and because I couldn't move around. So it was like that until I was about 10 years old. And at around 10 years old, I got my first electric wheelchair, motorized wheelchair. And that was like giving me a pair of legs. It was really great. So that's it for today, because I don't want to bore you. I just wanted to take this this moment just to show you something cool. I don't know if you'll like it. Well, that's the wrong side. That's a good side. Okay. See, I kind of like tattoos, and just wanted to show you guys. I don't know if you can see it pretty well. And I have this seahorse, like a I'm missing my words. I have a dragon. You know, I have this big blue dragon, which I drew. That was a like a trinket, like a decoration in my house, and I drew it, and then I have it as a tattoo. And there's this seahorse. Yeah, it's a seahorse. That I also drew, and I did some wings, and there's supposed to be fire in it, and whatever. It's supposed to be very colorful, but it lost all of its color, so I'm looking to get it colored again, hopefully with colors that are going to stay. So that's it for today. You probably don't care about that at all, but it's just to show you again how I can be different from you, but totally the same. Talk to you soon. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button down there, and I will see you soon.